So tell us now the story of the move. You said you lived there in Limon for 13 years. So tell us the story of the move of you and your family and your experiences in the US and how you relate to the African Americans as an Afro-Costa Rican. I don't know, that is a mouthful.
It's okay. Well, what I can honestly say, and I know probably back then, most kids that their parents migrated to the United States, their dream was to come to the United States, whether to New York. So we always was looking forward to come to New York City. You know, we always look forward to coming to the United States because my mom was here. And although my mom left when I was 3 years old, I still had that bond with my mother because I remember she used to write us letter every birthday. She sent us birthday card. Every Christmas, she sent us Christmas card. And at that time, you know, we didn't have any phone. So we used to go over to the church, had where the priest lived, and we would make dates, and she would call us there in the night, and we will speak to her. So coming to New York City was one of the milestones, at least I can speak for me, in my life. So I love Costa Rica, but when I got here, and I remember when we arrived the night, when we're looking out of the plane window, New York was white because they just had a snowstorm. And it was the dead of winter. We didn't care. We were here in New York. So you know, and I remember my mother coming with the coat and stuff like that. And for me, I love Limon, but I didn't really have what they call mal de patria. I didn't have any because my mom was here. I had two other brothers and sisters that were here. So we were just thrilled to be here. So the family just got together, you know, and one of the important things of getting here, and that's why I'm doing a new project now about rescuing the Creole or whatever the English language, because I think that was so important that made our transition also easier that we spoke English. It might be a little bit broke up, but it was good English that we did not have to, more or less, they pushed us up a grade more than where I was in Costa Rica. I went to the 8th grade. And I remember them putting me to read the New York Times, which is one of the most prestigious newspapers here, you know, and I was able to read it. So that's why I encourage the youth now, because you don't know what opportunity, and English is the universal language. So, you know, some things were different, like the school system, the way the kids used to treat the teachers. And I'd be like, oh my goodness, that doesn't happen in Costa Rica. But in Costa Rica now, that advanced to basically just, you know, they have a lot of fights and things like that. And it wasn't hard because my mom, God rest her soul, I love her so much. She took time out when we got here. So it was me and 3 other siblings that came this time. My mother took time out and she taught us about the culture here. She taught us about the holidays, the food, certain things. I didn't know when you sneeze. When we were growing up, then said, bless you. And my mother would say, if you hear somebody sneeze, say, bless you. So she taught us, she took us and she introduced us to all her friends. So she took us to their house. So the transition for me wasn't bad at all. I felt like I was home. I just fit right in. We met up with other families and friends and neighbors who had left Costa Rica. And it, you know, then you had the Costa Rican clubs where, you know, Costa Rica, you went on weekend and party and you see all the Limonenses. They had bus rides in the summer, boat rides, which was all Tico, and they had 1 or 2, I think 2 Costa Rican clubs, like social clubs. So the transition, some was like, to me, more was the school. but then I got used to it. I got used to it. So I think it was a good transition. And again, I would say knowing the English made it much easier for us because we were able to travel by ourselves on the train. We were able to read. So that's why I encourage youths of Limon today, whether is the make I tell you the whatever, because the make I tell you the Creole is going to lead you into the other English, just like it did for us.
Aho, yeah, aho, aho, yeah, aho.